Okay, in this video, I'm going to be talking to you about Forex trading. So, what is Forex trading, and is it really something that you can make a success out in your life? Forex trading is currency exchange where you trade the Forex market. And I've done this actually for quite a while in my lifetime. I've actually been doing Forex trading for about 7 years. And it is really important to talk about this because once you start off with Forex trading, it can really become a situation in your life where it can mentally start to really impact you. And for you wondering that if you can make a success out of this, it is very important for you to understand that you got to have a very deep understanding about the Forex market. So for me, as I said, I've been doing this for 7 years, and I would say Forex trading isn't bad. It isn't, the worst decision that you can make in your life. But if you don't have, once again, deep understanding about it, then you can actually get into something that can be very mentally difficult for you in your life. So I want to talk to you guys about Forex trading. And the question is, can you really make a success out of Forex trading? So I'm going to be sharing you a little bit of my experience, the things that I've done, and how my journey was with Forex trading. So a few years ago, I started doing a few courses on Forex trading, and I was really interested in it because there was something mysterious about it, and I definitely didn't know about what it's all about. And so once I started off with the journey, I quickly came to realize that there's something there. The fact that you can trade from home, basically, and be involved in the exchange market, making money out of it. It was something that was very attractive, I would say. It was something that I really wanted to look into it a little bit deeper. And so the thing is that it can sometimes be a bit misleading. You get a lot of people out there that want to bring you a part of a group or bring you into a forex trading, signals. I've seen so many people that send out signals, and there are courses out there. There are actually good courses out there. But the one thing that you definitely have to focus on is that the person that you are learning from, you got to make sure that the individual is actually successful. You got to make sure that that individual actually has a very good, successful track record. And so, what I want to focus on is, you got to ask yourself the question: is this really for me? Because there's a lot of psychological factors to look at: time, your energy, your education, not just an impact on your finances, but also for your family. I've been with traders that have been doing this for quite a while, for a very very long time, and it takes years to be successful. The fact that you get some of these Instagram people that say that you can make a quick buck in a few minutes or in a few hours, I've actually seen that some of them, yes, they can actually do that. But the thing that they don't tell you is that they actually have a very big account already. They've actually made money somewhere, if it's in Forex or stocks, and they've actually taken that money and they'll make a short little video saying that, I've just made 500,000 K or whatever it is. And they post it online, and now everybody thinks that they are these Forex gurus, which is not true. It is false. So this is why I want to talk to you guys about this, because it is extremely dangerous out there. You really do get people that want to sell you just signals or courses or whatever it is. So what I wanted to get to is that, it is not bad to don't fear the financial markets. Educate yourself, get into it, figure out what's the difference between saving and investing. You have to actually have a look at it. If we look at our parents about, let's say, 30 or 40 years ago, 3 decades ago, at that time when you saved money, interest rates were very low, the inflation was low, the economy was doing very good in some parts of the world, and So then, yes, then it actually makes sense for you to, be content with what you had. Today is very, very different. You've got to be you've got to be extremely diligent and be watchful with what you're doing with your money. And this is why I also actually want to talk to you guys, because your money is actually like water, as water is for the body. It's life. It is protection. You gotta use your money very, very wisely. The moment when you have a non-care attitude about your finances, about your money, you are heading on a downward spiral very, very quickly. And this channel is all about biblical principles, and I'm going to show you a verse that I really think is very good for you guys to have a look at. So one thing that I definitely want to talk to you about is the fact that we as individuals, especially as Christians, I myself am a Christian and I've looked into Forex trading for a long time. I'm actually very, very lucky to have been successful in trading. I don't do it anymore. Some of the reasons why I don't do it anymore is because I have other businesses that I focus on, and I'm more focused on long term. So what I mean by long term is I'm looking at stocks rather. So stocks are much better to look at. It's also got to do. It's also better with time. I've got a lot more time in my hands, and so the thing is with forex trading is that it can become very intense, very, very intense. And so this is why I want to talk to you about it. So let's have a look at it. What does the Bible say about working with your finances? Even if you put your finances with a financial advisor, or even if you do it yourself, you buy stocks on your own, which is possible. I also manage a small little bit of a portfolio where I actually do stocks myself. So I'll look at a certain stocks, I'll do a technical analysis, I'll do fundamental analysis. You can actually go to an accountant, you can get the reports from that company, the information, and you can actually make a decision on where you are going to look to buy a stock. So, to give you a small information, well, I would rather say to give you an idea of what a good investment is in a sense. This is just an idea. So in South Africa, we've got a few grocery companies that are listed. Let's say, for example, Checkers or Pick n Pay or Woolworths. So as you go on your daily routine, you actually buy food from these companies. So logically, fundamentally, they are good companies and you are consuming from that company. So it would be wise for you to actually go and buy a stock in that company. So at the end of the day, you'll be, in a sense, on break even, So, but what I want to focus on is that whatever you do with your finances, it is very, very important to have and to look at biblical principles. And this is why I want to talk to you about this. So I'm going to read for you this is Proverbs. I'm reading out of the Amplified version, the Amplified Bible. I'm also going to be looking at purchasing the New King James Version, the key version of it. It actually has a very good Hebrew and Greek definition about it. I'll show you a little bit later on that. But the verse that I want to actually read to you guys, it is in Proverbs 11, and it starts going here from, let's read from verse 15 and 14, 13 and 14. All right, I'm going to start here with 14. So it says, where there is no wise, intelligent guidance, the people fall and go off course like a ship without an helm. All right, so very powerful, very strong, because this just reminds us, and this is why I'm actually making this video, as you as an individual, as a Christian, if you're looking to go into Forex trading, you got to be very sure what you're getting yourself into. Very, very sure. And I myself, I was a little bit impulsive. I'd actually, as I said earlier, that I was actually very lucky to make a little bit of money out of Forex trading. I didn't lose money. The stats are, they say that only 1%, there's only a 1% in the world of traders that actually are successful. And they've got a lot more higher accounts and a lot more connections and so forth. But getting back to this, just to read again, where there is no wise, intelligent guidance, the people fall and go, of course, like a ship without a helm. So here we can see Solomon is actually writing to us and telling us that every single decision that you make, it's got to be very, very accurate. You got to be logical. You got to be very logical in your thinking. You got to work out the risk to reward analysis. The Bible says as well that before you build a building, work out the costs of what that's going to be, your time, your energy, and so forth. So very important for us to make healthy decisions and to be very diligent, very careful for people out there that want you sell you quick signals or anything like that. So I'm giving you straight talk because I know it's very dangerous out there and people want to steal money. That's the fact. That's the reality. And so once again, you need to be very careful on what you do with your finances. All right, then the last part, it just says, but in the abundance of wise and godly counselors, there is victory. Okay, so even if you're listening to my channel or anyone else, this just tells you that in the abundance of wise and godly counselors. So this is why it is so important for you to take a step back, to ask yourself the question, what do I want to do with my finances? What are my dreams? What are my goals? What do I really want to do in life? So it is therefore very important for you to have a deep understanding of yourself. You need to know who you are yourself as an individual and ultimately to figure out what your purpose is here on earth. Because I absolutely do believe that God has given all of us the chance, the ability to make a difference in people's lives.